If you beat me, I'll...
There isn't vertical at home.
Oh, that's nice.
Excuses before you even start it. It's gonna happen. No, yeah. I'm already hearing excuses.
Would you like me to
All right, we're doing a...
Would you like me to
one
film you,
reload
sir?
one?
Ready?
This is the Dissent Mk47. Basically an AR that takes AK mags. What's going on, guys? This is Steve with the MrBigKid channel. Thank you all so much for watching and welcome back. Today we're over at the CMMG range in Boonville, Missouri. This is the CMMG Outpost and they want to show us something pretty cool. Mk47 Dissent. So this is a Dissent full-size rifle. They make this in a 16-inch and a 14.2 pin and welded. So this thing actually takes AK mags, which is 7.62 by 39. So you can actually fold in the stock right here and you can still operate the gun. This gun does not have a buffer tube. That's what's really cool about the Dissent line. So you just put it in, rock it back, and then this does have a non-reciprocating charging handle. And that's all. So if you want to shoot it with the stock in, go right ahead. But of course, take the stock, fold it out, and have even more fun. Hey guys, this is Mike.
What he said.
What he said. This is Mike with CMMG. He's a good friend of mine and we've known each other for a few years now.
Yeah.
And they had me back out here at the CMMG Outpost, which is their private range.
You should be on the camera with me.
And he's been with CMMG for how long now?
Just had my 11-year anniversary with the company, so.
11-year anniversary.
Yep.
Dang. So they got a new release out, and this right here, this is the Mk47 Dissent. I'll tell you, this is one of the softest shooting 7.62 ARs. Would you call it an AR?
We still call it AR.
AR out there. So basically, you kind of have a hybrid, right? You got the AR upper, but then you have an AK lower. You can see this entire mag well has been carved out, so it fits one of the standard AK mag right in the top. So once you hold this, center you up on camera.
So the radial delay blowback is actually, it's on our 9, 40, 45, 10 mil, and 5.7.
Okay.
But so the radial delay is an alternative to direct impingement. So this is still direct impingement, but it uses our compact action. So the compact action is our new buffer system. So instead of having to worry about everything in the buffer tube like you previously had, you have this new bolt carrier. So you see it's got the dual captive recoil springs, the dual guide rods. So what would normally be the spring and tube behind a larger carrier, everything is housed on top. So we have a new taller receiver set that allows you to accommodate all of that internally. So everything is now housed right here and no need for any excess operation back here. So with that, you can shoot it folded, you can shoot it without, you can get a Picatinny or a pistol version of this, so you can put your own side folder, whatever you would like on this. As far as the front side charger goes on this, so that is something new with the Dissents. Instead of having the traditional rear charging handle, we do have a non-reciprocating front side charger. As far as how easy this is to change, it is as simple as having the action broken open so that you can cycle this back, simply pull the charging handle out, flip it to the other side. That's all it takes to flip it from right to left. No tools needed, anything of that sort. So now you can even do the traditional AK under.
Kind of like cool-handed now. You know, wrong-handed, but
Yeah.
almost better that way.
Yeah, so the traditional AK guys that like to shoot and then they just reach under and do that. You can still do that if you wanted to. However, we do also have an addition of a manual bolt catch. AK magazines don't lock open on the last round, so that is something we heard people talk about on the Mark 47 a lot. They're like, you can't lock it open. The mags just don't lend themselves to that. But with the manual bolt catch, you can at least actuate it and still lock it open. So now you can actually check and clear and make sure that it's clear and everything. Insert the magazine, traditional AR, just hit it and slap it home.
So basically you get all the features of a standard 5.56 AR minus the last round hold open, because it's an AK mag, which doesn't support hold open.
Right.
But I mean, you can still hold it open manually, release it as you need to, so you can still operate it just as you would with any AR out there.
Yep.
Just a big stout round. Real quick, this video is brought to you by ETS, or Elite Tactical Systems. They make the cool translucent magazines in all different types of colors, calibers, and different flavors, manufacturers, and so on. They also make the cam speed loaders. You scoop your rounds up right out of the manufacturer box and plunge them right into your magazine. Super easy to use. So no more mag thumb. Thank you, ETS, for sponsoring this video. And I think I've probably fired, just out of one of the Dissents today, probably 200 rounds.
Yeah.
And then, but seeing everybody out here, they've fired a lot more.
It's kind of funny. I'm going to tell on everybody that's out here today, because I brought 2,000 rounds of ammunition, figuring, okay, this might do. We have been out here for 2 hours, and we just had to bring in more ammo.
2,000 rounds in 2 hours. And I don't think we've had any failures or malfunctions out here.
Now, I mean, I'm not seeing like any cases that are sitting on the ground where somebody had to do any clearing or anything.
Yep.
I did have a couple of malfunctions on a machine gun a while ago, but it's dirty.
Yep. And I think the only issue that I had today was a light strike, and it could be. I mean, it's steel. It's cheap steel ammo. It's not.
We have seen that there are certain lot numbers that we're getting. So we've done different lot numbers and stuff. So I'm not going to say there's not ammo out there that's not going to be temperamental, but it is very rare, and chances are, due to the heavier hammer spring and everything we have in this new trigger that we have in here. So this is a trigger that we worked and had built by Rise Armament. It's a very crisp break, but it has a heavy hammer spring specifically to smack those primers.
Yep.
So the failures we've seen on those primers has been from the ammo itself and not due to anything mechanical in the gun.
Okay. So what are the options going to be for this rifle? I mean, you said, I think, a 14.2 pin welded.
14.3 is what I've got in my hand right here. So
Okay.
This is a permanently pinned and welded muzzle device on a 14.3 inch barrel. So this does take the overall length to 16.1 inches. So this is a legal rifle. You don't have to worry about any of the stuff with the NFA and the ATF. Just go 4473 it and you got yourself a rifle. Yep. We also have this in a 16-inch variety that does have a removable muzzle device, so you can run whatever brake or suppressor you would like on it. This new muzzle device is A2 birdcage dimensionally. So this is going to work dimensionally with suppressors designed to go onto A2 flash hiders. And it's also going to work with our revamped line of DefCan suppressors that you need to stay tuned to see us release.
So after my interview with Mike, I dropped about another 150 rounds through that same Dissent with no failures. Like I said before, I think the biggest thing I saw was it was a round that did not detonate. However, it did smack the primer hard, but the round did not detonate. So obviously, that's fault of the ammunition and not the gun itself. These Dissents, I noticed, just shoot extremely soft and a very solid built rifle. I did find it really nice that even though the AK magazine itself doesn't necessarily offer a last round hold open, the fact that you still do have your left side controls to hold that bolt open manually is pretty awesome. And then you can also release the bolt with those same controls. All right, so one thing are the reloads. We talked about that before. So again, this is an AK mag. So two things that AK mags don't support: bolt hold open, and of course you don't have a side release or mag release. You need to hit this lever in the back, and that's how you rock the AK mag out. So instead of an AR where you take that mag and stick it straight in, what you want to do with this one is you want to tilt it in, and then you pivot it down till it snaps in. Now, one thing I will say with this Mark 47, they've done some magic to this receiver, because these things clip in so much easier than some of the other types of guns I've tried, especially an AK itself. This thing just pops right in. And then of course, reloading, do something simple. You can You could swipe the paddle right here and knock the mag out and stick a new mag in, kind of like this. And that's it, quick reloads. And again, this thing feels so good. And I will tell you, this has a very soft recoil impulse. I mean, especially for a 7.62, typically quite a bit spicier round. And this thing actually feels really good. And it barks pretty well too. So you can do the reloads the same as you would with any AR. Again, if you want to do some kind of malfunction clearing, something like that, you can still do that with this Mark 47 without having to necessarily hold that open. The side charger is an awesome feature, especially since you can easily reverse it simply by breaking down the action, sliding it back, pulling out the side charging handle, and then popping it in the right side, or the opposite side. Absolutely love this rifle. They seem to MSRP somewhere in the $2,300 to $2,400 range. There are discount codes that will be available when this gets released. Check out code MrBigKid when you guys check out after November 7th. They're going to be including a free mystery pack with any kind of gun order. It doesn't have to be this Dissent, doesn't have to be a Dissent at all. If you use that code MrBigKid, they're going to include a mystery pack that's full of a bunch of different items, could be random items, and they're going to send me this box so I can open it up and check it out, so I can report to you guys what's actually inside this mystery box. But the values is said to be anywhere from $200 to $700 for what's inside this mystery pack. So anyways, thank you all so much for watching, and thank you to CMMG for having me out at the range. It was an awesome experience. And thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later.